What's happening, party people? Welcome to Throwback Thursday, where I remix a video that I've done some time ago to make it better in some kind of way. If you want to contact me directly for any reason, watch the clip at the end of the video. It'll tell you how to get in touch with me. Besides that, this video talks about some Lucas transmission fix, magic in a bottle. In this video, I had a car that had almost 334,000 miles on it. I was at somebody's place helping them. I jumped in the car, started it up, and the transmission just went crazy. Didn't want to move. I thought I was going to have to call a tow truck. I got the car creeped out of there over to a service station where I bought some transmission fluid. I added a little fluid, limped that thing home. Dropped the transmission fluid, it was burnt. I was going through the desert out in California like a maniac. You know, they got all these signs warning people to calm down, stay cool, cut your AC off, all that jazz. I had my car loaded to the top, blasting up that slight grade in Death Valley, man, and it burnt the fluid. Burnt transmission fluid is the #1 cause of the death of your automatic transmission. So I got some of that Lucas transmission fix stuff, put that in there. I put some fresh fluid in there, kept on going. When I had that transmission hiccup and did this transmission fix flush stuff in there, I had 333,893 miles. I drove that car another 5,000 miles. I drove it 338,963 miles. The transmission was still going in the same condition that it was in when it did the flush. So it was doing better. I loaded that car as much stuff as I could get in there. I had transmissions in there, car seats in there, all this stuff. And I drove about 1,700 miles across the country from Albuquerque, New Mexico, up to Kalamazoo, Michigan, where I converted the car from an automatic to a manual, and it was still going with that Lucas transmission fix stuff. Now, do I think that stuff helped? Absolutely. Was my transmission totally dead? No, it wasn't. I think it made it maybe 20% better, and it maintained that 20% better status. So my transmission went from normal, which was a 5, malfunctioning down to a 2. That might have brought it up to a 3, maybe 4, transmission with some mild issues, and it maintained that until I replaced it. So would I do it again? Absolutely. So here's the clips that talks about that. Hope you enjoy it. Have a great day. In this video, I'm doing a test of the Lucas transmission fix stop slip. About a couple of 100 miles ago, I'd say 300 miles ago, my car started showing signs of transmission problems. It was shifting in and out of gear. It was trying to stall the car. I added about 10 ounces of transmission fluid, but it just evened out. Transmission makes a lot of noise going in the first. It kind of roars. I went under the car, seeing a little bit of evidence that the transmission may be leaking. However, the fluid wasn't low. So I'm wondering if the pump may be building too much pressure. At any rate, the transmission is still shifting in all the gears. It's just making a little bit of noise. And when I have the vehicle in neutral, the neutral tries to roll forward as if it's not in neutral. I currently have 333,893 miles on it. This is not the original transmission to the vehicle. This transmission was put in at about 192. I have done a few drain and fills on the fluid over the last 4.5 years that it's been in the vehicle. I do drive the vehicle with a lot of stuff loaded in the back, and I have towed with the vehicle a few times. So this transmission may have been overheating a little bit. As you can see, I have a transmission in there now, a steering rack, and several other things. The back seats have not been folded up very much in the last 2 years. In the last 2 years, I've been making most of the abuse on this transmission with overloading the car. In the last year and I say 9 months, I've driven about 50,000 miles with the car overloaded, a lot of tools and equipment and parts and stuff like that. About 10,000 miles ago, I started hearing a little bit of whining when I shift the car into drive or reverse. It would whine even when I wasn't moving, and then about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks, it just all of a sudden started the erratic shifting problem, and then it smoothed out to what it's doing now. So here I am adding this Lucas transmission fix stuff. I drained about a gallon of the fluid out of the car. There's the fluid. As you can see, it is not red, really not red-ish. That's the color. And unfortunately, most of the times that I did my draining fills with this transmission, the fluid never came out red. Only one time. All the other times it was coming out more brown, and it always had a sheen to it, as if something inside the transmission has been going out. The red dots is what nice clean transmission fluid looks like. The brown dots is what my transmission fluid looks like. So you definitely don't want your fluid brown and contaminated or burnt. I took a sample of it. I'm going to send that sample to Blackstone Labs so they can do a lab report on it, and I'm going to consider this report a report at failure. So I'm calling the transmission a failure because I wouldn't comfortably jump in this car and try to drive across country because it's giving these bad symptoms, making noise when it starts out. But like I said, it is shifting, so it's not a total failure. While it's draining, I'm reading on the bottle. It says Lucas transmission fix will be ineffective if the transmission has broken internal parts or the band or clutch packs are completely burned out. Since my transmission is shifting, I don't think that's my case. So I'm looking at results, immediate results as listed there. It's about 40 degrees out here. This stuff is not really draining without my assistant squeezing the bottle. So I'm going to go ahead and squeeze the rest of this in, top it off. Then I'm going to start driving again, and I will report back as to when the transmission totally fails or when I replace the transmission. Either or, I'll add that to the video and remix the video. First take, it did not want to back up, so I'm going to give it 50 miles before I expect any results from it. So let's see what happens. Okay, I'm officially at about 334 on the miles, and the transmission is still shifting relatively well. It is giving me less resistance in reverse. I can almost not feel it at all. I really can't hardly feel the resistance going into reverse. And the other gears are shifting relatively fine. I'm still getting noise, especially in first gear. Right before it shifts, it kind of roaring. But other than that, I'm moving right along. I think the Lucas stuff helped a little bit. Maybe didn't totally erase my concerns. I'll update the video in a couple thousand miles. I'm going to be doing a manual swap on the Panther. This is a 1995 Volvo 850 Turbo. We're going to go ahead and drain the transmission first. Bolt out of the transmission, not as much stuff on that magnet as I thought there'd be. Now the subframe is low enough. Drop the transmission out, and there is the flywheel there. There she goes, folks. No more auto trans for the Panther. Whack, 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 whack. So, me and a couple of people that was helping me continued with getting this manual transmission installed. Of course, after we removed that automatic transmission, we had to change a few things inside the car, under the dash, made sure the shift cable was working, made sure I had a decent shifter assembly and put a knob on there, made sure we put the fluid in there. Hey, you gotta have fluid hooked up to reverse light and we are ready to put this thing on the ground. Thing hooked up and done, and the Panther is coming down off the jack stand. Let's fire her up. We don't get an OBD2 anymore unless the vehicle's running because of the tune. This fires right up. We're gonna see if we got a reverse. We hope that's reverse. And we are backing up. It's chattering a little bit.
Well, you got a fresh clutch.
Fresh clutch, Dan said. So we're going to take it on a little drive. The Panther is running incredible. Shifts great and smooth. Feels wonderful. I'll probably forget that I ever had an automatic tomorrow. If you made it this far, I trust that you found some information that was either useful or entertaining. So go ahead and hit the like button. And if you would like notification of future videos that I post, please subscribe to the channel. I appreciate your support. You can follow me on other social media apps by looking for @RobertDIY. Some form of that should bring up the other channels that I have on places like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and so forth. If for some reason you need some more personal help, go to my website at robertdiy.com and use the phone number that I have posted there to send me a text message, or you can email me. If you have questions or comments, please make a comment below. And if you'd like to make some kind of financial contribution to what I got going on here, go to my channel and hit the more link at the end of the introduction statement, and it'll show you different ways that you can support me financially. Again, thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day.